Hello, good evening. God bless you. You're welcome to today's edition of Wisdom of Delilah. That's what we're going to be looking at today. And gracefully, we actually started this last Sunday. And I'm sure a lot of you were blessed. A lot of you, I've been having feedback messages coming in about the lessons they learned from, um, last weekend's edition. And we trust God that today would do much more. And you can share this podcast, this broadcast, rather, this telecast or telecast. You can share this. And don't forget to subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, MCare TV or Marriage Care International Ministries. And of course, every time we go live, you will be the first to know. Also hit the notification bell so that you can always follow us. Okay, now we're looking at the second series. Today, we're looking at the second in the series of the Wisdom of Delilah. The first time I came up with this topic, someone like, oh, Delilah, what do you have to learn from Delilah? I mean, all that Delilah represented was evil. He brought down a great man of God. Oh, no. Sometimes we have got to, learn from these people and integrate the lessons we have learned from them and use it positively, okay? Otherwise, we just don't keep condemning them. And whereas they are making way with what they're doing. Was there anything Delilah did uniquely? Apart from last week, we talked about the fact that she enticed Samson. That enticing was unique until she brought down Samson. And of course, we're saying as women, you should learn. You should learn how to entice your husband. I'm not just saying women, I mean wife. Okay, this is a series for wives. So as a wife, you should learn how to entice your husband. But today, I'm going to be sharing the second secret with you from the episode of Delilah. I looked at that woman, closely, and oh, wow. I mean, there were a lot of things I discovered about the life of that woman. If our wives can imbibe, some of these things and work with them, our marriages will be better. Okay, so let's just stop condemning her. She brought down a man of God, fine, but let's pick up the positive lessons from what she did. All right, I want to share with us from Judges chapter 16. That's where the episode of Delilah and Samson actually emanated from. So let's look at Judges chapter number 16. I just want to just read the place, verse 4. No, last Sunday we talked about enticing. And we read verse 5. Okay, now today we'll just take it back a little bit and read verse 4. There is something to pick up from there. And it came to pass afterwards that he loved a woman in the valley of Shorek, whose name was Delilah. Oh, wow. Was there anything to pick from there? Samson loved a woman by the name Delilah. What was it about Delilah? Oh, was it to her advantage? Was there anything about Delilah as a person that she had to her advantage? Yes. First and foremost, let's find out what Delilah means. Delilah means delicate, dainty, delicate. You can check all these things out in your dictionary. Okay, just check them out. Let me not bother you with but you just take delicate, dainty, and you look at dainty, the word dainty means graceful in build and movement. But when I saw that, okay, dainty, graceful in build and movement. And of course, delicate means very fine in texture and structure. So that means there was something about Delilah that was about her build, her courage, her endowment. That was what got onto the heart of Samson. She wasn't the only woman around, but there was something about her courage. There was something about her build. That dainty, it says graceful in build and in movement. That means even in the way she moves. You see some women, the way they will move, they will just be moving like elephant, even in the house. I've married him, who cares? This woman, there was just something about the elegance in her movements. There was something about her courage. Delilah had so much of her courage. She was built sensuously. She was built to attract a man. There was something about her. But now, let's break it down a little bit further. Before your husband fell in love with you, before you got married to this man that you're married to, if you can rewind, just go back again. Is it possible to enter into his mind and find out what was on his mind before he said, I will marry you? Is it possible to find out? Oh, friend, you will be shocked. It was all about the shape of your breast. It contributed to his decision. The size of your breast. It was about, oh, this woman is elegant. There was even the size of your hip, the build, the figure eight, even the way you talk, the way you worked then. Go find out. If it's possible to just wind it up a little bit, ask your husband, what were those things you saw in me when you fell in love with me? If it's sincere, will tell you, oh, your sexy eyes. Oh, the way your breasts were looking those days. Oh, hoo la la. And of course, this your Let's learn from Delilah. That was her advantage. There was something about Delilah's build that she used the advantage of wooing, what's his name, Samson to himself. Friends, have you forgotten that you actually carry the potential in yourself, in your build, that made this man to fall in love with you? Was he first on you, or were you first on him? No, he fell in love with you. It had a lot to do with the attraction, physical attractions. Why have you negated these tools and this weapon? Why have you looked down on these potentials in your body? Oh, you think your breast has fallen down now like slippers, and so you can't move your husband again. It's all about packaging. There's a way you package that breast. The same breast that made him to fall in love with you. There's a way you package it very well. It will tingle in his head again. Sometimes we keep condemning these ladies, these women. Oh, Delilah spirit, Jezebel spirit. How do they do it? It's about the courage. It's all about the packaging. Men are moved by what they see. Don't forget, this is not about devil. It's not about spirituality. The man wants to see something beautiful. He's been living with this woman for a very long time. And the law of diminishing returns starts setting in. Oh, familiarity starts setting in. He has seen this thing over and over again. Oh, friend, there's a way you prepackage that breast. Oh, it will tingle on your husband's brain again. And recently I was doing a topic on how women can firm up their breasts. If you hear or you see that kind of topic, like, oh, what's Apostle talking about? Firming up the breast. Oh, let's leave it. It does work. Why don't you think of if there are lessons you need to learn to firm up your breast? Firm it up. Maybe that was the reason why he fell in love with you. Or that your hip, your shape. Okay, now let me say this. Oh, it's not good to wear trousers. It's not good to wear short bumps. Oh, I agree. I don't like those things. And when I see women do this in house, I'm like, friends, you can do this for your husband in the house. Anything that will enhance your shape, anything that will enhance your figure eight. Forget whether he's looking at it, don't mind. Just give him variety. Let him look around the world. Wow, is this all mine? He looks at the hip, because you're wearing something that is revealing your hip, that is revealing your shape. Not this buluku kind of dressing. You dress with tarpaulin and canopy, up and down, full cover. There is nothing. And this man is not in prison yet. He goes outside and he sees these Delilah ladies. What is the word? Delicate. Delilah means delicate. He sees these ladies, even in the office. Look at the way they carry themselves. They work systematically, majestically. Some of you just like, oh, this thing doesn't matter. I've married him. He has married me. Who cares? It does matter. It's all about courage. It's all about seduction, seducing your husband. Because it's time to stop this, what do you call it? These Jezebel girls, they're all after my husband. What about you? What do you have? You have what? There is something about you. It's unique. That is what these ladies are using outside. That's what they're using. There's a way you used to wink your eyes and your husband will melt. Why can't you wink those eyes again? You think it won't still melt him? All right. There's a way you used to dance and roll with your waist. And say, oh, wow. Why can't you do that again? Why don't you advertise your breasts? Why don't you advertise your buttocks to your husband? Oh, sometimes some people say, oh, Apostle, you are getting. No, that's the way it is. It's all yours. It's your man. It's your husband. The Bible said they were both naked. It's all about enhancement. It's all about innovation. It's all about making him feel that, look, I've got everything a woman can ever have. There is all about me. The same thing that you saw are still there. It's just all about maintenance. It's all about packaging. Women, this is where we have missed it. And we think those things don't matter anymore. So you will tie wrapper, full cover. You will lace up yourself. It's not helping the man. Set him up. Samson was lost in the word of Delilah. I'm sure Delilah was well built and shaped, so that by the time she's coming, even from the back, there's a way. And some of you have that kind of build. Why are you not allowing your husband? Put your husband in a pressure point position. Let me use the word. Wherever he turns, he just sees beauty. Wherever he turns, he will feel that seduction. Wherever in the house, everything about you will be alluring. Everything about you will be inviting. I'm not saying that you should. I'm not saying that you should do this outside. I'm not also saying that you should abuse this or go overboard with this. But hey, friends, it's just about your husband. Think about it. It's just about your husband. We are in a time where, end time, this digital age, where there is so much lost out there. All right. And these men are always placed on that hot point, hot seat, most of the time when they go to work, when they drive, and all of that. And it takes the grace of God for some of these men to really stand their ground and say, I have a beautiful wife at home. Now, in his mind, he's comparing. Now, let's remove all the sentiment. In his mind, he's thinking, this wife, this woman, all look beautiful. But something tells him, you are a married man. What about your wife? So, my wife. In his mind, a whole lot of things are going on his mind. But friends, he says, I have a beautiful wife. How can't you showcase that beauty? You will help him. This is not sin. This is not being carnal. This is about being naked to your husband. This is about using that strategy that Delilah used. It was about her body. Friends, take note. It's about your body. There is something about your body that your husband can't resist. He didn't resist. That was why he married you. Nobody forced you on him. It was all about you when he was coming into marriage with you. You think you don't still have it again? You do. It's just that you have forgotten that it's a weapon. Let me say this and I'll be running up. The woman's greatest weapon, take me on this. The woman's greatest weapon is her body. I'm sure you'll get back to me to thank me for this later. You're having an issue in your marriage? It's not going well the way you want it to be. You have a secret weapon. That weapon is your body. Your body is the biggest weapon. And that is why places men can't enter, a woman will enter. Just men looking at the woman up head to toe. Please let her come in, let her come in. Her body is her biggest weapon. And if you're going to use this positively in your home, you must learn to activate it. Activate everything about your body, from your hair. It's not just about you. Find out the kind of hair your husband likes. Do it for him. It's not about, I like doing this. Even if he likes shortcuts, he likes natural hair, do it for him. Give it to him. Give it to him the way he wants it. Ask your husband, what do you want? How do you want me to dress for you? A lot of men are concerned about the way their wives are dressing. Some will dress anyhow, lustfully. I'm like, if I talk now, they'll say I'm holding her down. But I'm an advocate of moderation, because I believe so much that the beauty of the woman is not in her outward adornment, but in her inner heart. And so we have to be different from the worldly people. But hey, friends, we're talking about worldly people outside. Now, this is marriage inside. Is there any embargo? There is no embargo. Learn how to use your body very well. Use it to attract your husband. Use your body when you are having your bath. Use your body when you are dressing up. Use your body when you are lying down sleeping. There's a way you bend down. Yeah? There's a way you cough, You lie down on the bed, you are sleeping. There's a way you cough your body and move up your hip to one angle. Oh, Jesus Christ. And the man is like, oh la la, this is my wife. She won't kill me. That's it. It's your body. Use it to your advantage. It's not sinful. You are just flirting with your husband. Women should learn how to flirt with their husband. That was what Delilah did. She used her body to flirt with Samson. And that was why, in spite of his father, Samson knew the consequences, but he just couldn't stop it. But there was a woman that was so much of her endowment that this man just couldn't do without. Why don't you think about that? Instead of saying every man, is the same. You can make the difference. Use the weapon. From last Sunday, we talked about enticing. Today, we're talking about your bill, your endowment, which of course is your weapon. Use it wisely. Maybe I should just add this to this. I heard about a story about the woman. I think I said it a couple of times, who she was having issues with her husband sexually. And of course, she didn't know how to go about it. But she heard something about this seduction and all that. Sometimes the woman is, do I need to seduce him? That's what the other Delilah outside are doing. So why can't you become a Delilah to your husband? And so she started seducing the husband. Honey, there is something in this world, nothing. She will just deliberately make up something. But my hand can't get there. Please, can you help me? Because he wants the husband to lift her up and touch her body. Wow. Like I said, your body is your greatest asset. And then the husband, who didn't want to have anything to do with her, will have to carry her. And please, just lift me up a little bit. And then, oh, honey, please, can you help me lose my bra? Some of you wives, you come to the house, you are the one that will lose your bra. You will turn it the other way. Your husband is there. Tell your husband, oh, please, can you? It's part of it. It's part of the seduction. Because when he loses your bra, he's going to be close to it. Like what I do with my wife, I will cup her. I use the word cup. I will tell her a laborer is worthy of his wages. How can I lose your bra and not touch? Because it will bring us close together. Lose the bra. Can you sometimes tell your husband, it's part of the seduction. Tell your husband, you have just left the bathroom where your pants is, or underwear, locker where your pant is. Deliberately do as if you have forgotten or you are far away from it. Move far away. Please, my husband, can you get me my pant? Let him see your pant. Let him see that your slick pant. Let him help you to pick it up for you. Let him help you to pick up your bra. Can you ask him, please, can you wear me my pants? Wow. Can you undress me? It's all about advertising the endowment. You have been built for this. And I was at the woman day, and she got her husband back. And the husband started running after her. And hey, I will just give this to you as a parting shot. And Jara, take away pack. Do you know the woman's view from behind when she's naked to her husband is a very sensuous view? Some of you that are a little bit old in your marriage, you now have this pot belly. You are not like, oh, it's no longer attractive from the front. All right, the husband will look at you. But those Delilah outside, they have this slick, okay, all right. No problem now. If you're not attractive in the front, you can turn to the back. You can deliberately drop something on the ground where your husband is sitting down and turn behind and pick it up while your back is facing him naked. Oh, ooh la la. This man will go to third heaven and come back. You know what you're doing? You are using your body. You are flaunting what you have. You can't, if you're the type that shave your pubic hair often all the time, you can ask your husband, please, can you shave it for me? It's been difficult for me. Every time I try to, please, can you shave it for me? Is there anything wrong with that? There is nothing. It's your husband. If we don't do this, those women outside will do it, and they will take him away. They will take them away. We need to start using our endowment. Friends, ladies, oh, this is a lesson. This is another lesson from Delilah that I wanted us to learn. And please, I want us to work on this before next Sunday episode when I'm going to be sharing the third lesson. Please don't forget this lesson. The first one was enticing. Whatever she did enticing, I don't know, but she just flirted with her husband. The second one is her body. Your body is your biggest weapon and tool to attracting your husband. We're going to watch out for this episode. Remember, it's a series. Next Sunday, I'm going to be coming up with the third thing that Delilah did that brought this mighty man of valor on his knees until his eyes were plucked out of him. You don't need to pluck your husband's eyes out of his body, but you can influence him so much to have him to yourself. Don't forget, the woman's biggest point of power is her influencing power. That's your advantage. The woman is an influencer. Learn how to use it, and you will get what you want. God bless you. Please, if you watch this telecast on YouTube or wherever, you have watched this, please remember to subscribe to our MCare TV channel on YouTube. And every Sunday by 6 p.m. we come live. And if you can join us live. And of course, you will get the notification whenever we are live. For a very long time, we've looked at these bad characters in the Bible as bad people. Don't learn from them. No, there were things they did. Can we learn these things and use it positively? Don't forget, the children of this world, they are wiser in their dealings. And the Bible said we should be as smart and as wise as the serpent. So let's learn from them. And part of what we're going to be doing is every Sunday, that same time, when we're done with Delilah, we'll bring in another character. Maybe we'll talk about Rahab. Maybe we'll even talk about Eve. We'll talk about Abigail. We'll talk about some of those characters that you readily don't want to talk about, their other side. And let's see how you, as a woman, can use it positively to your advantage. I want to appreciate everybody for joining. God bless.